All right, hi folks, this is Larry Musolino, recording a short video for MAT133. A few students emailed me to say they were a little confused on how to get started in the course, what are the graded activities in Module 1, and so on. So I wanted to give you a quick walkthrough to help you get started. All right, well, first thing, log into our course in Brightspace. By the way, I'm going to email out these instructions to kind of guide you step by step. All right, once you log into Brightspace, here is our main course homepage. And the best way to navigate is to use this course menu button. So I'm going to click on this course menu button. Of course, it's always a good idea to check announcements every time you log into the course. So if you click on announcements, here are different announcements that I've already posted. Please read through these. Here's a summary of help resources. Here are some different recorded lessons from different workshops. There are workshops being held Tuesday at 7 p.m. with an excellent tutor, so please check that out. You have free online tutoring with a service called Smart Thinking. So again, please read through these announcements. One other announcement I wanted to point out to you is I've posted a help file when you go into the Module 1 homework assignment. So if you open up this document here, this will show you different hints. Let me open this up. I'll show this real quick. So what I did here is when you bring up the homework assignment, for example, here's problem number 5. And here's the question. You can see it's a drop-down menu for you to pick your answers from. What I did is I copied out of the textbook some key information that will let you answer these questions. Let me do one of them. Let's say here, the manufacturer of your car. So that might be something like Ford or Toyota or Chevy, etc. So I'm going to come down here to these options. Well, the manufacturer of your car, let's say it's Toyota, that's not a numerical quantity, right? It's more of a label. So we call that a categorical variable. And that's going to be the answer here. It's going to be a categorical or qualitative because it's not numerical. So here, use these hints. I'm basically just pointing you to the key portion of the textbook that will help you to answer these questions. By the way, when you're working in the homeworks, you have unlimited attempts at the homework assignment. So even if you get a question wrong, you can go back and redo the homework to be successful. All right, let me go back to the course menu, and I'm going to click here on Learning Modules now. And I want to know, how do I get started in Module 1? What should I be doing to get started in Module 1, and what are the graded activities? All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to click on Module 1. Here it is. All right, now I'm going to follow these links one at a time. All right, I'm going to come here to Learning Objectives. So I'm going to read through this. It's only going to take me a minute. This is going to tell you what you're going to be covering in this first module. Okay, let me go back. Let me come here to Module at a Glance. And this is really going to show you step by step what you have to do to be successful in Module 1. Okay, notice it says complete the course overview and readiness quiz. Review the assigned chapters in your smart book, complete the homework assignment, select a research study from this list, and if you need to, you can go to an extra help discussion. This is not graded, it's optional, okay? So this is like a to-do list. So be sure to follow this step by step. All right, let me go back. All right, now it says, what are the reading and resources? All right, well, it's telling me that in the textbook, you should be reading chapter 1 and 2. Here is a quick overview of how to work in our smart book. So our book actually has a lot of interactive capabilities. So as you're reading, you can actually test your comprehension by answering some questions as you go along, okay? And then here is where do you find the articles. We're going to have a final project in this course, and along the way, like starting in Module 2, you're going to be completing different parts of the final project. Okay, so again, you would work through those steps. All right, now let me come here to module overview. This will take a few minutes for you to read through. Again, this gives you a good list of, a good summary of what we're covering in module 1. All right, now let's go to the graded assignments. Here's SmartBook Chapter 1. Here's SmartBook Chapter 2. So you're going to read through our textbook in Chapter 1, Chapter 2. All right, now, just by reading through these chapters, you automatically get credit. So these are graded at 10 points each. So by reading through the textbook, we call it a smart book. The smart book actually keeps track of whether you've read the book or not. Just by reading the textbook, you'll get 10 points. Okay. There are going to be some interactive questions that pop up. Those are optional, but it's good to test your comprehension that way. So I think it's a good idea to work through those just to make sure that you're understanding the reading. Okay. If I click here on the smart book, it's going to take me into this program called Connect. I'm going to do student view. So this is what you'll be seeing. Okay. So I want to come up here to Smart Book Chapter 1. All I have to do is click on this blue arrow and say begin. And it's going to open up the Smart Book. And now you can read through Chapter 1. Here it is, right? And you could just go page to page and read through this. Okay. Notice they've even highlighted important information for you. So be sure to, carefully read through the textbook. Okay. Let me go back. I want to show you something else here. When you come over here, this is reading the textbook like we just did. But there's another aspect to the textbook, which is these comprehension questions. So this is going to ask you different questions on, whether or not you've comprehended. So it's going to be a good idea for you to try these practice questions. Okay. So when you try these practice questions, once you do that, you can give Connect an indication of how confident you are in your answer. So you can either say, I know it, think so, unsure, no idea. If you're totally confused, click here about read, and it'll take you back to the reading so you can review one more time. Okay. Notice the way it highlights the important information and grays out the other supplementary information that's not that important to answer the question. So the smart textbook is highlighting for you, which is very nice. All right, let me go back. One more item I want to cover here is the homework. So when I click on that link, it takes me into the homework. Again, I'm going to go into student view. This is the instructor view, but I'm going to go to student view. Here it is, the 1-3 homework, chapters 1 and 2. I'm going to click on this. And I'll say continue. Remember, you have unlimited attempts at these questions. So even if you get a question wrong, you could still go back and redo it. Notice here you can click on the ebook to get help. Once I click an answer, you can click up here on check my work. And that tells you your answer is incorrect. So you could go back and redo these questions. You can see there's 10 questions altogether. And again, you can, anytime you select an answer, you could say check my work. You could get help. So please keep at it. Again, you have unlimited attempts. So you could keep improving your score here to get 100% on the homeworks, okay? And let me go back one more time. Last item, extra help discussion. So this is a general optional discussion board. So if you're not sure about something, post a question. So if you come here, you'll see that some students have already been posting some different questions. So please don't be shy about posting any questions. I keep an eye on this and I respond very quickly to any questions you might have. Okay. Let me go back one more item because I wanted to just bring up the list of research studies that you're going to be analyzing. So when I click on this link, here are different research studies that you're going to be analyzing for the final project, okay? I want to make a comment that in this course, you're not going to be writing your own research study. That's not what the final project is. The final project is going to be you analyzing one of these research projects and answering questions along the way as you answer statistical questions about these articles. For example, once you pick an article, a question might be, what is the sample size being used? What is the population under study? And so on. So those are the kinds of questions you'll be answering along the way. All right, hope that helps. So again, for any of the modules in the course, I'm going to go to module 2, for example. If you follow these steps, it will take you through the required activities for you to be successful in each module. All right, hope this is helpful. Let me know, please, if there's any questions.